My brothers in Islam, when we say children, we don't mean the kids who are here today who are not going to school only. They're one of the people that we're addressing. But the adults, every adult, every older is a child to his own parents. You're a child to your mother still, and you're a child to your father. And there are huquq to be given. Everything in this world can be replaced. Wife, you could find another one. Husband, you could find another one. Children, if Allah gives you life, you could have other kids. The only two people that you cannot replace them are your parents. And they have rights upon you, and that is Allah says, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ. Your Lord has ordained not to be worshipped but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And Allah says, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And for the two parents, in literally perfectness, to do the perfect, to do the best you can. Whenever they speak to you, or you speak to them to the perfect manner. Whatever you give them the best you can. Give them the best you have. This is what Allah wants from you. Allah wants not only being obedient, respectful to them only, but you do the best you can is what Allah wants us. They raised you, they took care of you, they did everything they could for you. Your mother did not eat when you did not eat the best of the food that was available. Your mother did not go to sleep when you were out there at night. She was worried about your departure and coming back. Your mother had done so much for you, even the pain that they say the worst type of pain is fire. They say the one that is more severe than that is the pain of delivering a baby. This is what she had to go for you just to be in this world. She's the one who taught you how to speak, how to say things. Today when you grow up, when you become an older, you use the same thing that he had done for you, the speech that he had taught you in an ill manner to your parents. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is trying to prohibit us. When it comes to human being, Allah says, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Be good to them. Speak to the people in a good manner. But when it comes to your parents, قُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. A noble word, a word that you had filtered, a word that you ask yourself, is this befitting to the parents who had raised me, to the parents who had done everything they could. Parents work hard. Some of them work double shift, 3 jobs sometimes, just to raise a good child. They had done everything that they could to make you a better person. So it's time for you to give them their rights back. And Allah, make portion of your du'as to your parents, those who had raised you, those who have done so much for you. Portion of your du'as, make it about your parents. Even in your sujood, say, Rabbi irhamhuma. Allah is telling you, teaching you exactly what word you should use when you make du'a for your parents. وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Say, oh Allah, have a mercy on them. You can't give back to them. Whatever you do, however you do. A man asked Abdullah ibn Umar, he was carrying his mother in a Hajj time, and he was doing tawaf while his mother was on his back. And he said to Abdullah ibn Umar, do you see that I have given my mom's right back? He said, by Allah, you did not give one talqa, one of the pain moments that she had one push. She did it when she was delivering you. So you can't give it back. You have to be good and the best you can. You will never be able to give back to your two parents, whether they are young, whether they are old. You can't do it. But what you can is Rabbi irhamhuma, to invoke to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to show gratitude with Allah that He had given you these two parents who care about you, who love you, who pour you to this dunya, who done everything possible to make you successful. رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. You say, oh Allah, have a mercy on them. Can't do that. I can't give back. Oh Allah, give them. Have a mercy on them the way they raised me young. Prophet when he was asked, مَنْ أَحَقُّ النَّاسِ بِحُسْنِ صَحَابَتِي, who said, who should I tie? Who have the most right on my best companionship? Who have to be treated the best possible? He said, Ummuk, your mother. Some of us, we're good. We're known as good people. With our friends, we are known as having a good character. But when it comes to your parents, we are rude and disrespectful to them. You can be as much as good you want. You could pray as many salahs you want. You could give as many sadaqah as you can. You could be whatever you want to be. You're not good to your parents, you're not entering the Jannah. The Prophet ﷺ said that الْعَاقُ لِوَالِدَيْهِ لَا يَدْخُلُ الْجَنَّةِ. The person who is disobedient and disrespectful to his parents, how much prayer you do, how much zakah, how much siyam, how much qiyam you do, if you're not respecting, if you're not good to your parents, you're not good to Allah. Allah says, anishkurni, be grateful to me and your parents. So if you're not grateful to your parents, if you're not doing your best and ihsan to your parents, know that by Allah you're far, far away from being righteous. So it's time to examine ourselves, my brothers and sisters. Those who have parents now, a mother or a father, glad tidings to you. You have a gate of Jannah open for you. You will realize how much mother and father mean to you when you lose them, when they are not here for you. Wallahi, the worst person, if he would have his parents back and kiss them their head, he would give everything that he could. Today you have the chance. You have the chance, if your parents are right, a chance to change, a chance to be the best, a chance that you could do ihsan. But it was going to come a day where you can't. Ask the orphan person who had been raised without a mother or a father, how much parents mean, how much a mother mean to your life. Ask someone who's been raised, who did not receive the hanan, the love and the care that the mother could give. Anyone else in the world could give some care and love, but no one by Allah could give so much care, so much love, so much joy to your life and protection to you, the same way that your two parents, the same way especially your mother gives to you. So be grateful for it and use that opportunity of your parents to take you to Jannah, because the gate of Al-Jannah open. Some of us, my brothers in Islam, we give excuse that our parents is that and that. Maybe they're rude, or maybe they are not good, or even they say they're not good Muslims, whatever you can. The rights in Islam will never go away, my brothers in Islam. Forget about them not being good according to your standard, and you are the one who makes the judgment. A lot of times when we say they're not good, it's you're not good when you say about your parents that. But their rights will not go away even if they're not good. Even if they are kuffar, disbelieving in Allah, their rights will not go away. Even if they come and tell you to disassociate or associate partners with Allah, worship other than Allah, command you the kufr, their rights will not go away, my brothers. And there's no way that you could take their right away. Ibn Shurayh, he was a famous alim, well-known scholars. He had many students in his halaqat of tadris. He had so many students around the world come just to learn from Ibn Shurayh. But he had a mother. His mother sometimes calls him while he was in the middle of halaqah, teaching his students a knowledge of deen and Allah and his messenger. When his mother calls him and tells him, come and feed he had the chickens that she used to take care of. Come and feed the chickens. He used to stop the entire halaqah and go and feed the chickens because of his mother. Ask, what do we have excuse when we play video games and the mother calls and we put the mother back and you say, Mom, hold on, let me finish this. What do we have excuse when we do that? What do we have excuse when our mother gives a phone call, she calls, she wants some things to ask, or she needs a favor from you, you ignore it? What about the people who their parents live back home? Many of us, we ignore the mother, we don't call, speak to her, natma'inna alayha, we don't check on her occasionally. Maybe once a month we call our parents. What type of example, my brothers and sisters, we giving and setting to our children? Your children are watching, their ears and eyes are open widely to see how you're doing. The way you treat your parents, they will treat you the same. They say a man built a house and he had the smallest house next to the door. They call it Ghurfatul Khadima, that they usually give to the female who works in the house, small room close to the bathrooms. He put that and his mother in there. One of his son was making a drawing. He showed a drawing and he put Ghurfat Abi, the room of my father. And he showed his father. He said, this is your room. He said, why? Because you put mom, grandma is there. So after she dies, you will take that room. So this is what they're going to do to come at adinu to that. The way you treat your parents now is the way that you treat your kids back to you. So we need to try our best, my brothers and sisters, to set that good example. The mother who carried him for 9 months, the mother who fed him, the mother who taught him how to speak, the mother who did everything for her life and burned herself and her life for his betterments. Today, this is what he is giving to her. As we said, kama tadinu, to that. The way you do, you will be. Prophet ﷺ, he said, birru aba'akum tabarrukum abna'ukum. He said, be obedient to your parents so your children can be obedient to you. So my brothers and sisters in Islam, this is not an optional thing that we need to do. We can decide how we're going to treat our children, our parents. It's a responsibility of Allah. Allah had created you, had created your parents for you, and He told you how you're supposed to treat them, how you're supposed to act with them. He said, and Allah says, ihsana. That's what Allah wants from you. We have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us through that, and we have to know that that's what Allah expects back from us. And those who are not good, they will never see happiness in this world. You might be rich, you might be that, you will never be content and happy if you do not make your parents happy.